DraftKings Sportsbook is the best place to bet touchdowns. I have teamed up with DraftKings to bring you all your favorite ways to bet touchdowns as we start to wrap up this NFL season. New customers can turn $5 into $300 if your bet wins. Paid in bonus bets, the crown is yours. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use the code SONNEN, stay on the action, and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Love the thrill of live betting? Bet live on star player props and in-progress games right as they happen. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code SONNEN and bet just $5 on any wager and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's promo code SONNEN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Justin Gaethje said, I'm going to dog walk this English F. He's out there disrespecting legends like Dustin Poirier. Okay, I've never heard it before, and I got to tell you, I kind of love it. I'm going to dog walk him. What does that mean? I walk my dog every night. What does that mean? I'm very nice to my dog when I walk him. As a matter of fact, I walk the dog to be nice with him. I don't understand the expression. Do you have a bad dog and you put him on, you're dragging him around? I don't understand that, but I understand that it means I'm going to give him a beating, and I like it. It sounds cool. I'm going to dog walk this English. Justin Gaethje's been cranky all week. And I like it. Right? And Patty the Batty said, I'm going to give this guy a beating. His life will be different. When this fight's over, his life will be different, I guarantee you. My life is going to be the same. That's strong. That is strong. I don't know what dog walk means, but it sounds really cool. Your life's gonna be different. I do know what that means. I mean, this is very strong talk. And by the way, at a press conference, there's really no room for middle ground. If you think you got a back and forth battle out there, could you imagine a guy going to a press conference and go, well, I kind of start slow, so he's probably gonna win the first round. And then I'm going to come on in the second round, and by the third round, I'm going to think he's going to have some pep off his punches, and that's where I'm going to try to trade with him a little bit. And the fourth round is going to be about grappling, and the fifth round is going to be up. They were probably 2-2 going into the fifth round. I mean, could you imagine? What's the point of that? Whether you're going to win the fight or you're going to lose the fight, when you're at a press conference, you're going to win the fight. Oh, by the way, you're going to do it easily. Or don't show up to the press conference. There's really not like a middle ground. Now, I don't think that Justin Gaethje can go kick Patty's ass. And I don't think Patty can kick Justin Gaethje's ass. I think it's going to be a battle. That's just what I think. Neither of these guys appears to me overly skilled in any area of this sport in comparison to their opponent. Oh, my, Justin's just going to go out and take him down all night. There'll be nothing Patty can do. Like, no, I don't think that's true. Justin's boxing is so much better, and ends up on the feet. He's just going to touch him up. Like, no, I don't think that's true. I'm only sharing for you that when you're at a press conference, you've got to be going to whip the guy. You got to be going to get the guy out of there. You got to be this isn't close. And I feel that these guys succeeded, right? I'm going to dog walk this English F. Whether I know what that means or not, I get and then this guy's life is going to be different. Oh my goodness, that is strong. That is strong. Do you know a stronger line? Has there ever been a stronger claim made? This life, I'm going to change this guy's life. Oh my goodness. All right. So I'm watching this from a perspective, right? Patty is a massive star. This is, in theory, the UFC's biggest event. Now, you could argue that, but I'm sharing with you, right? I mean, it's a debut and it's a new network. It's the fight capital of the world, and the world's title's up, and I'm just sharing for you, like, this is a really big event, and this is who they turn to. They turn to Patty. Now, you got big stars. O'Malley, he's on the card. Patty, is a big star. Alex Pereira can single-handedly move the needle. You guys think that John Jones is. I hear when you talk about stars and you throw Jones out, and I don't say this to be a dick, but you're wrong. Jones has no records. He's got the Roy Jones effect. He's so good, nobody comes out and watches him. And then you've got Ilya. And I've heard more about Ilya than I've seen. I have seen. When Ilya came out and fought Charles, it was a very special night. And the UFC as a company put tens of thousands of dollars into Ilya's walkout compared to what they put into other guys' walkout. They made a very special, right? They showed that they believe in him. They showed that he is different. His walkout was unique. And the level of production. Remember when Conor walked out that one time and they put smoke? Remember? He was doing the Billy strut, but he was doing it. They had smoke that was coming up, and it was just coming up like right to the ankle. It didn't come up so it covered him. That's a very hard thing to do. To blow steam and only have it come ankle. But do you remember that? Very unique. They would do this with Ronda, where they would start the shot. They would start her walkout from the locker room. Everybody else starts from the tunnel, but it's unique. If you ever go to a live event, you won't know this. You'll never be told this. Everybody walks the same way. Red corner, blue corner, all night long until the main event. Then one guy comes walking from over here, but you have no idea it's going to happen. Then all the lights go on and all the audience is turning. They're trying to see what's going on. Nothing has come from this corner of the building all night long, and all of a sudden it's lit up and this world champion's making the walk. It's cool. It's really cool. But whoever they do that for, it's a sign. It's a sign from the company, this is our guy. This is our guy that we're going to run with and we're going to take to the marketplace. And so I just share with you that I have seen that Ilya is a very big deal, but I've heard it even more. I've heard that, like, in the country of Spain, I've heard that he's massive, that he can hardly walk around, that he's doing commercials and he's doing brand deals. And Paddy, I have seen. I have been in multiple buildings when Paddy comes walking out. And it is crazy. I mean, it really is. Comes out to the most ridiculous song that has nothing to do with, I mean, it's right. Paddy's this British fighter. He's representing England. He is taking the torch for Michael Bisping. And he is the one that is going to represent England. He is stepping in front of the heavyweight champion of the world, Tom Aspinall. Paddy is going to be the face of England, and he is making it very clear that he is going to be the face. And he comes out to some techno song it was made in it's made in like some studio somewhere. It's got nothing to do. It has no British sentiment whatsoever. And that's funny. That's just funny. And then he comes out to a dance. And the dance is it's something like this. I think this is what it is. Like one arm, and then, is that it, son? My son's doing, all right, yeah. He just brings these arms up. There was these old school WWE wrestlers called the Bushwhackers, and they were largely cartoon characters, and, you know, it was a joke. It was kind of, but they would walk to the ring, and they would just do this thing, and the whole audience would go along, and they had this, like, interesting song, and Paddy's coming out basically doing the Bushwhacker dance, but he gets the whole audience. I can't tell you how difficult that is to do. Like, that is rock-esque. That is, Stone Cold Steve Austin was able to get a whole audience to their feet, where he could yell what, and they would yell what back. The Rock could say things and get the audience to say, Paddy, audience participation is another level of over. Like, when you're over, when you can walk into, when you're the British star and you can come to America and you can get Madison Square Garden on their feet doing a dance to a techno song, you are over, right? And so who's the biggest star? If Paddy gets the belt put around him, I mean, who's the biggest star? I would say right now that it's still Ilya, but I'm told that largely. I'm told by the media that Ilya is the new Conor. I've seen it. I know that he's close. I'm just sharing to be number one. Piera is right there. And it looks as right. O'Malley's trying to get that spot back. And Patty's got an opportunity at a world championship over your favorite fighter. So it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Who the best fighter is just pretend. That's just pretend. Didn't make a bit of difference. Like, there's not anything real, right? There used to be a time when your tribe needed to have a fighter. Some other tribe would come in and they would take your stuff and they would take your life. There was a reason when you had to have somebody that could fight. Hey, it's a little belt, you got a little money, you got a little esteem. Best fighter is just pretend. Biggest star is what matters. Biggest star is what this whole thing's about. Packaged up and presented to you as best fighter. And that might be on the line. That might be on the line. If Paddy the Baddy is able to leave there with a belt, which would draw him into a pay-per-view main event opposite Ilia Topuria, they would not be fighting for the best 55-pounder in the world. That would be pretend. They would be fighting for the biggest star in MMA.